Hello friends and welcome into the Cowboys Report presented by BetDSI, the internet's #1 sportsbook. I am your host Tom Downey. Happy New Year, and I'm sure you'll be just like me and keep writing down 2018 for the next month or so whenever you date anything. We'll take you now to the latest Cowboys rumors. First up, is Kris Richard going to leave? I'll give this one 2 stars. I know many of you are worried about it. I'm not going to panic quite yet, but here's what we know about Kris Richard. 2 teams have requested to interview Richard with the Dallas Cowboys, and you can't deny the request. It's more of almost a courtesy, like, hey, we're going to interview Kris Richard. Okay, cool. Now, the Jets have requested an interview, and the Dolphins have requested an interview as well. Now, the Jets job I'm not that worried about because I think the Jets will go with an offensive mind. The Dolphins one does worry me a little bit more because I do worry about, well, they went offense, maybe now they go defense instead. It's not a surprise he's getting interviews, right? The Cowboys knew this was going to be an option once he came in. That was always going to be a thing there for the Cowboys and Kris Richard. Now, even if he does get an offer, I think there's a slight chance Jerry just pays out the butt and gives Richard a massive, massive contract. If he doesn't get a head coaching job, I do think he stays in Dallas. So question for you, how worried are you about losing Kris Richard? Let me know in the comments section. I'm certainly concerned, but I'm more like I will worry about this once the season wraps up. There's a playoff game to focus on right now instead for the Dallas Cowboys. All right, folks, if you haven't already, head over to youtube.com/Dallas Cowboys Report. Subscribe to our Cowboys Report YouTube channel. We've got news, rumors, highlights, and special fan-led content like our latest fan rumors coming out tomorrow. So head over there, youtube.com/Dallas Cowboys Report to subscribe. A lot of our stuff goes up there earlier than it does on Facebook. All right, next up, well, how about promoting Kris Richard? I kind of hinted at how Jerry had some options there to keep Kris Richard if he doesn't take a head coaching job. So 4 stars on this one. If Richard doesn't leave, I guarantee you there's going to be a promotion of some type. Now, not the head coach promotion, okay? I will tell you guys that right now. I know some of you guys really want Garrett out and just make Kris Richard the head coach. That one's not going to go down, though, okay? That is not an option, I don't think, for the Cowboys, barring an epic collapse against the Seattle Seahawks. And frankly, you guys know I'm not the world's biggest Jason Garrett fan, but he deserves a bit of credit for this turnaround. Now, there are other promotions, though, for Kris Richard. We'll take you to our second player card here because the Cowboys do have options here. Number 1 is the obvious one, right? Give him the official title of DC. And we already know in reality, Kris Richard calls the defensive plays. Yes, Rod Marinelli is actively involved in the day-to-day operations and is still the DC in title, but Richard's your de facto defensive coordinator. And then as my friend Patrick Walker points out, one other promotion you can give him is assistant head coach. Assistant head coach, not assistant to the head coach. This is no Dwight Schrute scenario. So, and that gives Richard an upgrade. The Cowboys want to do something similar with Matt Eberflus when he said no and said, I'm going to take the Colts DC job. Thank you very much, though. So, and remember, the one thing, if you guys don't like Jerry Jones, he'll pay. There's no salary cap on coaches. He will gladly give Kris Richard big, big money to stick around as the number 2 to Jason Garrett. Now, who would you guys rather have as your head coach? Give me a G for Garrett, an R for Richard. I know which way you guys are going to vote. I understand why. I get it. I really, truly do, and I expect to see quite a few R's in there. I'll just be here to tell you that the Cowboys don't quite feel the exact same way. They love Kris Richard. If he doesn't get a head coaching offer, he will stay. And remember, we've seen Jerry Jones convince assistant coaches to pass on head coach offers and stick around. As it turns out, that happened to Jason Garrett, and then Garrett ended up usurping Wade Phillips. Maybe in a year or two, maybe something similar happens with Garrett and Richard playing the Jason Garrett role against him. All right, more Cowboys rumors. Are the Cowboys going to beat the Seattle Seahawks? Give me 3 stars on this one, baby. I got the Cowboys winning this game. I know some of you think I'm a hater, but I do think the Cowboys are going to find a way to win this game. And they are favored against the Seattle Seahawks. Now, remember, Dallas lost back in Week 3, 24-13, but the Cowboys benefit from being at home this time. Now, the Cowboys, they're 7-1 at home this year. That's a big difference. But what I do find interesting is that all of the money so far has come in on the Seattle Seahawks. The Cowboys opened as a 3-point favorite, and that line has now dropped to minus 1.5. The Cowboys defense, not that great against the Giants, especially in the second half, but the Cowboys offense has looked much, much better. And in reality, both these teams kind of have similar play styles, at least this year. They want to run the football, control the clock, keep their defense off the field, and have a solid defense, although the Cowboys defense right now is better than the Seahawks. That's a big factor there. Now, we had hoped at the first time that Kris Richard's impact, him knowing the Seahawks was going to be a big factor there, ended up being the reverse. Seattle figured out the Cowboys' hand signals, and it really hurt the defense there. So that's a big factor there. So again, the Cowboys are still the favorites in this one, minus 1.5. I hope Richard will have adjusted the hand signals and all that, and they won't be able to cheat quite as much. And I hope that Richard will have more of an impact on Scott Linehan. And hopefully, by the way, the Cowboys use that middle of the field more like they did against the Giants with Blake Jarwin. So let's predict the score. Let me know in the comments section what you got. Cowboys versus Seahawks. If you get the exact score right, DM me on Twitter at @WhatGoingDowney. If you are the first one to get it right, I will send you $25. So again, predict the score. Let me know in the comments section. I got the Cowboys 24-21 over the Seattle Seahawks. All right. You want a free Cowboys jersey? If you didn't get what you wanted for Christmas and you want something to ring in the new year properly, how about a Cowboys jersey? Sign up and deposit with our friends over on BetDSI. Chatsports.com/bet takes you right to it. Use that promo code Cowboys120. It gets you a 120% deposit bonus. Then go DM Chat Sports on Twitter at Chat Sports. Very simple right there. We'll get you guys hooked up. We already had a lot of people sign up. Not that many jerseys left, but since it's New Year's, I guess leave it open for at least one more day. So again, chatsports.com/bet. Use promo code Cowboys120. Gets you a 120% deposit bonus. And then DM us on Twitter at ChatSports to get that Cowboys jersey. All right, more Cowboys rumors. And stop me if you heard this before. David Irving not going to go 4 stars on this one. The Cowboys will continue to hold out hope because they'd love to get him on the field because he is so talented when he's actually playing. Here's the issue, though. Even though Stephen Jones says it's still a big question mark and he's not ready to go yet, getting treatment again, here's the problem with David Irving. He's just not there. He's not at the facility, and this is all per Mike Fisher, who I very much trust, and I think you all should too. He's not at the facility. He's not in meetings. He's not at practice. He's not getting the proper treatment on his ankle. He's not doing anything he's supposed to be doing to get back on the field. And high ankle sprain is not supposed to take this long to recover, no matter how bad of an injury it actually is. So I will, I guess, leave a sliver of hope hoping that David Irving returns, but in reality, I'm washing my hands of him. Immensely talented guy. I hope he gets his life figured out. I know there are bigger things than football, but he just doesn't value football right now. So in reality, you're not going to have David Irving this week against the Seattle Seahawks. DeMarcus Lawrence will have, Antoine Woods, Lee Collins have played great as of late. And maybe some good news here. Tyrone Crawford practicing today for the Cowboys. I will not be surprised if he is out on the field in some capacity against the Seattle Seahawks. So we'll list both Irving and Crawford as injured, but I think Crawford's going to be able to return this week for the Cowboys. But we'll see how he progresses throughout the week. So will David Irving play again for the Cowboys? Type Y for yes, type N for no. As of right now, I lean towards no. I misled you guys earlier in the year when I said I thought David Irving would come back. He's not taking the proper steps. There's been some buzz about putting him on IR. I think that's a possibility as well. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'll tell you what, next year, I don't think David Irving's coming back. All right, next up is Leighton Vander Esch. Okay, good news here. Everyone breathe. 4 stars. Vander Esch is going to be fine. Now, there was concern from me included after Vander Esch went down with an injury against the Giants, but he said it's only a minor shin bruise. He's going to be okay. The Cowboys will have him out there against the Seattle Seahawks. And good thing, because Leighton Vander Esch has balled out this year. He and Jalen Smith will be your top 2 linebackers. Damian Wilson will play some of your strong side linebacker. Sean Lee will continue to be your backup. I don't know how much we'll see him against the Seattle Seahawks, but look, Vander Esch has played so well, you really can't take him off the field that often. 140 tackles this year for my boy Leighton Vander Esch. Has absolutely balled out. I thought he was going to have a longer adjustment period in the NFL. Nope. he picked it up instantly, which is pretty crazy for a guy that really has not played all that much starter football in 11-on-11, as I'm sure you guys have heard. All right, folks, if you like what I'm wearing, go get yourself a mizzen and main shirt. Comfortable.af is the site, and that URL checks out because these shirts are indeed comfortable as F. Go check them out today. It's the best damn dress shirt out there, comfortable.af. All right, one last rumor for you guys is Xavier Su'a-Filo, okay, too. I was going to give this 4, so I actually dropped it down to 3 right before we filmed today because I'm getting a little bit of a doubt now, and I still think he'll be fine. And look, Jason Garrett says that he sprained his ankle against the Giants, could have returned if needed, but it was Connor Williams who got the work with the starters on Tuesday, not Xavier Su'a-Filo. It was Connor Williams, so take note of that. I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be active. I know a lot of you guys hate Connor Williams and like Su'a-Filo more. I am just fine with Connor Williams starting. I think he's been much better over the past month. It's almost like once the Cowboys fired Paul Alexander, the offensive line improved. Almost like there's a connection there, right? Now, Tyron's going to play. That's not a concern. Zach Martin will play. Joe Looney will play. And by the way, La'el Collins, really the past month and a half or so, he's actually been much, much better. Kind of like what we saw last year. He got better down the stretch, and hopefully I think the move to Colombo has been a big impact there. But who do you want starting at left guard? Let me know in the comments section. Type S for Su'a-Filo. Type W for Williams. I know you guys all like XSF, which I think is a great nickname for him. I am on board with Sewell, though. I liked him coming out. I think he'll be fine as a starter. I think against Seattle, both guys would have success. But let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Hey Cowboys fans, thanks for watching the Cowboys Report. If you haven't already, click right here to subscribe to our channel for all the best Cowboys coverage on the internet. That's news, rumors, highlights, mailbags, film studies, and a whole lot more. And I'm making your lives a little bit easier as well with the next Cowboys Report video right here.